Welcome back, Moon Children, and thank you for clicking on this video. I have two quick things before we get started. So we are at 450 or so Moon Kids so far. Please stay tuned because once we hit that 500 mark, there's going to be a giveaway, and you can enter to win a free personal reading with me. There will be a video with more details about that coming soon. So as soon as we hit that 500 mark, I'll give you all the information that you need to know about that. Another thing, I am going to be going to Maryland this Wednesday. I'm going to be flying out there for a psychology conference. I'm not sure what the Wi-Fi situation is going to be like or if I'll be able to post, but the giveaway is still going to be going on, and I'll make sure to keep you guys updated on whether or not I can put out content. Alright, so let's make this quick and short. So we have a twin flame reading today, and this is going to be a twin flame reading from April 1st through April 15th. We're going to be doing the usual 3-card deck analysis of the energy, and then if I have anything else that I kind of remember that I want to catch you up on, we'll do it at the end, okay? So, I don't think that my face will be in this one, but the cards are what's important. So let's go ahead and start with the Divine Masculine, as always. So, we're going to be reading the energy. Sorry, that was loud. We're going to be reading the energy for the Divine Masculine, so let's just give this a quick shuffle here. Okay, so Divine Masculines, you've got the 5 of Cups, you've got the Star card, you've got the 4 of Swords in reverse, and you've also got the 6 of Swords in reverse. So it's very interesting because my Divine Masculines lately have been very secure in the connection and in what they have with their Divine Feminine, but I feel that this upcoming half a month that we're talking about here in this situation, there's going to be a little bit of a disconnect. There's going to be a little bit of a lack of communication from the Divine Masculine to the Divine Feminine. There's going to be some sort of block there. I'm not exactly sure if it's stemming from the Divine Masculine or if it's the union that's causing this separation, or this not separation, maybe physically, but just emotionally and mentally, and the way that they communicate with the Divine Feminine. So we have the 6 of Cups in reverse, and this is my kind of twin flame card because it talks about the souls being connected before, even coming to the physical 3D world. And that's kind of my card that represents twin flame, knowing each other, the souls being in unison before they come to Earth. And so that's the card that I use to represent my twin flames a lot. And the fact that it's upside down, you have that disconnect, you have something that's kind of stopping it, especially because you have the Divine Masculine kind of looking at the past and just kind of assessing what's going on, and kind of maybe having those old pains come up, or maybe even them just reverting to old habits, and that's kind of a disconnect that's being created here. So there is a lack of communication from the Divine Masculine to the Feminine. So let's see kind of where that's coming from. And if you hear something in the background, it is my fire alarm. It needs new batteries. So you've got the 4 of Pentacles here. Like I said, they are kind of holding on to something from the past potentially. They're looking at a situation as this reminded me of something hurtful in the past, so now I'm associating those feelings with whatever's going on now. So you've got the 9 of Swords, the 10 of Cups, the 10 of Pentacles in reverse, and the Lovers in the upright position. So it's very interesting because even though there's this disconnect from the Divine Masculine, maybe if you're not potentially talking, if you're in separation with your twin flame, any kinds of those situations where you feel like there is a disconnect between you and your Divine Feminine and Masculine, know that their heart is still in the right place. Know that regardless if they're not opening up, if they're not talking as much as you would like them to, it's not because they don't care. It's just simply because, they're going through their own kind of situation right now. And it's very important that the divine feminine recognizes that and kind of just gives them their space to do what they will. And you have this Lovers card, so like I said, this person really does care about you. Your divine masculine cares about you. They think about you. That what they do, it's in consideration with what they want for you. They're not just out here trying to hurt you. A lot of the times that it can come off that way, but it is, again, because we're all human, and sometimes we do good things that appear to be bad things, and we hurt people in the process of trying to do what we think is best. And that is what's currently going on with the divine masculine. I feel that they kind of are putting their foot in their mouth. They're doing things that you don't appreciate as the divine feminine, and it's now causing that disconnect, but they don't really understand it because they don't ever mean it in a bad way. They don't ever mean it maliciously, even if their intentions aren't seen that way by you as the divine feminine. So that's kind of what the divine masculine is going through right now, and it's tough for them because they're severing, okay, not potentially severing, but kind of hindering their own growth in the relationships, not only with you and their divine feminine, but also with the people around them. So this 10 of Cups, this 10 of Pentacles is just kind of showing that they're having trouble connecting with people in general. They are very, this is something that's keeping them up at night. This is something that they think about. They see that's going on, and they care about the situation. They just really don't know how to go about it, because one day they're good and then the next they're not. And so they're very confused because they don't really know where to go from here, how to even fix it. Yep. So here we go. You see, I've got my 4 of Wands in the reverse, but there is an Ace of Swords in the upright position, and then, the Ace of Wands is in the upright position, and then you've got the Knight of Cups. So you see, you have all these contradicting energies where you've got the good cards, you've got the Star card, you've got the 10 of Cups, the Lovers, you've got the Ace of Wands. So you have all these good cards in their upright position, and then you have cards that are kind of more influential on the bad side. You've got the cards of worrying, you've got the 4 of Swords, you've got the 10 of Swords, you've got the King of Cups the Knight of Cups in reverse, the 4 of Wands in reverse. So there is a little bit of, I love her, or I love him, this divine partner, this divine feminine partner, I love them, but I'm hurting. Something is going on with myself. Something doesn't feel right. There's a disconnect. Maybe there's a disconnect between you and your partner, and that's kind of keeping you, in a position where you're hurting. And so that's stuff that the divine feminine has to consider and just kind of be aware that they're going through it. Give them the space to do what they will. Give them the space to heal, to kind of think what they want to say before they're obligated to talk to you. Give them that space to do what they will. So let's see what is going on with the romance angels. So divine masculines, what is going on with your romance angels? What are they saying? What kind of messages do they have for you? You guys, by the way, I saw the movie Us today by Jordan Peele. Amazing. The synchronicities that are in that movie presented, ridiculous. It's crazy. I loved the movie. Such good acting, directing, just the creativity in the script. Oh, I was all for it. And I do not like scary movies, but this was more of a thriller. It was so amazing. Go watch it. Alrighty, so my divine masculine. You've got healing family issues. Your love life benefits as you forgive your parents. Guess what? This is what's going on with your divine masculine. They are having issues. They are having trust issues. They are having communication issues. They're having trouble feeling appreciated. They're having trouble showing appreciation. Why? Because it comes from our childhood. Our childhood affects our adult lives so much, and we ignore that as a people because we don't want to think that our parents hurt us or that our parents didn't do what was best for us. But sometimes, even when our parents do the best that they can for us and with us and in our raising, they do get things wrong because, again, they're human themselves. And so some people are incapable of showing their kids affection because they never receive that. And so now the cycle continues. And this is something that your divine feminine, the divine masculine is trying to break that cycle, to break free from it. But they don't even know how to, acknowledge it to themselves. So it's something that the divine feminine has to help them with, has to help them, guide them. If you are, a little bit more familiar with what kind of has to happen, help them with that, guide them, but be very patient and understanding, and give them the freedom and ability to be what they will through this process that they're going to have to, go through. So, past life relationship, you have known each other before. Again, you have known this person, you know what their soul needs to heal, you know exactly how to guide them, you know exactly how to help them. It's just about putting it into fruition. It's just about bringing it out of them. It's about saying the right things to make them feel comfortable in talking to you. It's just, you already know exactly what needs to be done as their divine partner. It's just doing it and then being there for them, because they are trying to put in the work. So the divine masculine, I understand that you're trying to put in the work. I get that you are going through a very tough time. Realize that your divine feminine is here to help you, and they probably and most likely should be able to help you in the best way that they can, and the way that you both agreed before you came to this earth to do so for each other. So let's see what animal spirit that divine masculine has to embody. All right, so frog spirit. Ugh. Frog spirit, there we go. Clear out the clutter. Look at that. Clear out whatever is not working for you from your past. If it's the way that your parents brought you up, if it is the way that your friends treated you, if it was, bullying, harassing, if you had, a really angsty teenage kind of adventure and experience. Sorry, my battery is low. Hopefully that didn't come out in the video. And so you gotta clear out those old ways that are no longer serving you. They're no longer of service to you. So be very aware of that and make those decisions for yourself, because right now is the time to change, divine masculines. Right now is the time to embody this, embrace it. They're having issues talking about their feelings, and I get that and I respect that, but your divine feminine is there to help you. So they respect it, they know it, and they're here to help you. So take advantage of that, my masculines. That is what I have for the masculines. Let's go ahead and see what is going on with our divine feminines. How are you all doing? And then I think at the end I'll do a quick check-in to see what the relationship is like between the two divine partners. So my divine masculines, you had a very a very contradictive energy in your reading, but it is because you're having that internal turmoil. So divine feminines, let's see how you are doing. I'm going to do a quick shuffle here and then we'll get started. Okay, let's see. Divine feminines, are we ready? So you've got Judgment upside down. You've got the King of Pentacles upside down. You've got the Hangman. And you've got the Seven of Pentacles in the reverse. So my divine my divine feminine, you're having, there's this block in the moment of rebirth that you're supposed to experience this April. And I think that it can be tied to the fact that your divine masculine is having trouble communicating with you. The fact that your divine masculine is kind of having trouble expressing their feelings to you, it's really taking a toll on you. You kind of have put a stop to your own emotional journey because you're trying to help this divine masculine heal, come to the right path. You're trying to help them so much, and it's like you've put yourself on the back burner. And so it really shows because, you're in this very kind of stagnant position where you're like, what's next, and nothing is happening. And it is because of the fact that you have this relationship that you're in, but your partner isn't growing, isn't healing, isn't making their corrective journey. So now you've kind of you're stuck in that pattern of trying to help them but not knowing how. And so this is kind of putting a halt in the relationship, because both of you are having trouble seeing where this relationship should go next and how. You know, I feel for those of you who are in separation physically with your twin flame. This is a huge part of your growth, and instead of, you know, taking it as part of your growth, you're now stuck, and you feel stuck because you don't have your partner with you, and you don't have that half of the soul that's missing. And so you really feel like, I can't grow without them, I'm hurting without them. And so you get stuck in that hurt, you get stuck in the spiral, and then you don't really come out of it and see the growth that's supposed to come out of it. And so it's important to remember why we're doing the journey that we are, and why some of the things that are going on that are hurtful are even happening. You must think that if it's hurting, it's wrong. I should leave. If it hurts, it's not, we're not doing it correctly. But sometimes we have to go through the hurt and experience the hurt in order to heal and then move forward. So, my divine feminine, you've also got the King of Cups in the upright position, and then you've also got the Knight of Cups. So like I said before, the divine masculine had the Knight of Cups in the reverse, and the fact that it was prefaced by the King of Cups means that the divine feminine can talk, can express their emotions. The masculine is having trouble with it, however, and it's just that disconnect of, I can talk, you can't talk, but you're the one that needs to talk, not me. So it's just you're having issues communicating and kind of coming to terms on being on the same page, even though you wanted the same outcome. So it's just that it manifests differently, and those stressors in the relationship are kind of putting a damper on it instead of helping it heal and grow. So you've got the Justice card in the reverse. You've got the Hermit in the reverse. You've got the Eight of Swords in the reverse. And the Fool upright. So, you've got a lot of major energy here, my divine feminines. You've got, you know, already in this reading alone, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 major arcanas. My divine feminine, you are in a beautiful, beautiful, strong energy this April to do what it is that you have to do for your union. It is now the time for the divine feminine to step up and kind of help that union find its way back to the path that it's meant to, the path that you came here to accomplish as a union. It is now the time for the divine feminine to activate their spiritual powers, healing powers, and help their divine feminine, the divine masculine move forward. You have a lot of great, strong energy because of the fact that you're gonna need it. You're gonna need it to move forward. You're gonna need it to bring that partner with you. If you guys aren't in communication, if you're not in 3D union, it is because of the fact that it is now your time to step up and maybe help him heal those issues that are kind of keeping him away from the situation, because he's potentially scared of being hurt. He's potentially scared of not doing things right. And again, it comes from that childhood. So, you've got the Queen of Cups in reverse. Then, the Ten of Swords. So it's interesting because when this comes up, it just kind of feels like the divine feminine thinks that this is something personal. The divine feminine feels like, if he's not talking to me, if we're not in physical union, if we are not, this is not going the way that I want it, it must be because it's about me. It must be because I'm not good enough for him. If he's not communicating with me, if he broke up with me, if my twin flame isn't as cuddly, as lovable, as the way that I want it to be, the way that we both would love it to be, it must be because I am not good enough. It must be because I'm doing something wrong. And so then they put those burdens on themselves instead of realizing that maybe this is outside of herself or himself. Maybe this is outside of the divine feminine, and it is not so much you, and it's just their problems. And now it's your turn to help them heal. But since they're caught up in taking it personally, they have issues trying to help their divine masculine, because now it's a fight between you and your twin flame instead of being a fight that you and your twin flame fight against whatever is the issue itself. So let's see what the romance angels have for my divine feminine. Divine feminine, you have really, really, really strong portal-like energy where you can be so healing and so transformative for your twin flame, but it's about knowing how to use that power. It's about knowing how to use that energy to move forward in the union. So, my divine feminine, let's see what the romance angels have for you very soon. Clearly decide what you want so it comes to you now. What did I just say? Divine feminines, you have the power to make this relationship or break this relationship. Even if you're not in union, you have the power to kind of bring this person back to you. You have the power to reignite their passions, to remake them fall in love with you. If you're already in a physical union and things are going kind of rocky, divine feminine, you have the power to bring that twin flame love back. And it's not so much that the love is gone, it's that it's clouded by everything else going on. And so you have to find a way to make this relationship not only work, because it takes two, but find a way to guide it because you can be the light for your divine masculine, but it is about knowing how to and knowing when to. So, let go of control issues. Allow the situation to unfold naturally. So even though, you are going to be helping your divine partner, when I say help him heal or help her heal, whatever masculine you have, don't think that you're here to solve those issues for him or her. If they have family trauma issues from their childhood, guide them, but don't try to control the situation, because ultimately you can't make someone change. You can't help someone heal any faster. The only thing that you can do is provide guidance, listening, love, support, kind of bring them into that embrace that they know that they're in a safe space with love. And you can't fix anyone. You can't fix anyone's problems, issues. You can't help them heal. You can't heal for them. So allow them to do that naturally, and it is going to be the best thing that you can do for your divine masculine. So don't try to control. Guide. Guide is what you're supposed to do. So let's see what animal spirit you should be taking on, my divine feminine. Koala spirit. Spirit has a plan. So the fact that this came out, it kind of just helps the message that I said earlier. There is a plan in motion. The pain that you're going through has a reason. The separation that you're going through has a reason. Everything that you experience in life has a purpose in your life plan. And even though we may not see it, we have to understand that it's there. It's working itself out, as you may say. However, realize that you have a soul purpose, you have a life purpose, and when you listen to that plan, when you listen to the synchronicities in your life, you're able to kind of go through that life path easier when you're not resisting whatever soul purpose is urging you to be taken. So, my divine feminine, you have very, very strong, powerful energy. Let's center ourselves and realize that we have the power to use it if we want to. And I do feel that you should use it because you are, your divine partner is in need of you and in need of your guidance. So let's pick out a romance oracle for the relationship itself. And then I'm going to just kind of pick out a few tarot cards for the relationship, the union, whether it's, whether you're in physical union or in separation as a twin flame couple. Ooh, okay, so you've got religious factors. Your love life is influenced by your religious upbringing and spiritual path. So what did I say? If you're divine feminine, per se, or divine masculine per se, never were taught certain things in their childhood. They were never shown certain types of spiritual connections. If they were never taught, you are a child of the Most High God, of the Most High Spirit, then they're not going to know that. And it's something that you have to help them with if you did get that when you were growing up. If your parents taught you about spirituality, about meditation, yoga, self-love, self-care, and their parents didn't, it is now your time to teach them that. It is now your time to kind of embrace them into this new beginning that you are for them, because they are sometimes going to be clueless about certain things. If they don't believe in astrology, if they don't believe in numerology and everything that is holistic, then it's kind of your job to introduce it to them, to kind of make them realize, hey, these coincidences that you're experiencing aren't just coincidences. They are messages from the universe trying to tell us something. So, you've got this could be the one. You've already met the romantic partner you seek. So, if your divine masculine is kind of lost and they're kind of feeling like, I don't know if this is a person for me. I'm not sure if she's the one that I should be marrying or he's the one that I should be marrying. Kind of guide them, kind of show them why you're in their lives. Show them the purpose that you have in this life for them, not just as someone who they meet and then move on from, but as someone who can be transformative and healing for them in an everyday purpose. So unrequited love. There's not enough attraction or chemistry to keep this relationship going. And that's kind of the fear that a lot of people have. Like I said, this card is coming up because this is the way that the divine feminine is feeling, even though it may not be true, even though it's most likely not true. They're feeling like, my divine masculine isn't talking to me. My divine masculine doesn't feel like they can come to me. It must be because he doesn't love me. It must be because I'm not pretty enough. He must not be the one for me. We must be fake twin flames. By the way, I don't believe in that term. And that's kind of the way that the divine feminine is feeling, even though it's not true, even though it's not, correct to the beliefs of the divine masculine. It's just that we get caught up in these things that we make up in our own mind, and then it hinders our relationship. It hinders our ability to connect as a union. Let's see what the union is kind of experiencing for both of these individuals. So let's see. You've got the twin, wow. You've got the Two of Swords, and you've also got the 9 again of Swords. And so, like I said, that's that energy that they don't know where to go from here. They're worried about it. Masculines are worried about it. The feminines are worried about it. Both different perspectives. A lot of just like angst and worry and lack of communication, lack of moving forward. You don't really have decisions being made here, and it's kind of it's taking a toll on the relationship. You've got the Eight of Cups. And so you've got the Eight of Cups, and that Eight of Cups is kind of just talking about like trying to move away from an energy that kind of just keeps following you. And you've also got the Six of Wands here, and you've got the Six of Swords. So there is an energy, the overall energy, where you as a divine masculine want to move forward. You as a divine feminine want to move forward. And it's just about, how do we do it? How do we do it together? How do we work together? Is this even going to work? And so it's just really about believing in the union and believing in the purpose that you are both here, created for each other, created of each other. And it's just trying to work together, even if the divine feminine has to do a little bit more of the work, because they're kind of helping their divine masculine heal, be more communicative, reach out to them, get a text from them. And it is a lot of work on the divine feminine's shoulders, but it's nothing that you can't handle, especially because you've got all those major arcanas in your personal reading. So like I said, so there is this Three of Swords, and then you've got the Magician. So the fact that this came out, it's kind of like the union. You know, we both don't know where we're going. Some of us are not in physical union. Some twin flames here are in separation. They haven't heard from each other. Or the people that, you know, the twin flames that are in a physical relationship, they're still hurting. They still don't understand why they're having issues. But then again, here it is. The solution is right here. You have everything you need. You have the solution right in your hands. You have all the elements. You have everything that you need to solve this problem in the union, to solve the, you know, feelings of love that have been lacking. Whatever it is, you know, lack of understanding, lack of gratitude, whatever it is that you feel is going wrong with your situation currently, you have what it takes to figure out whatever it is that's going on. And it's just about coming to terms with the fact that you have to do a little bit more work than you thought you signed up for. You know, not every twin flame union is going to be the same. Some of us have it easier. Some of us go through more difficulties. Some of us go through years of separation. However, some of us never experience separation. And it's just very unique to your souls and exactly what your soul needs. You know, you are a reflection of your twin, and they are going to push your buttons in the best way possible. So that is kind of what I have for the twin flames. One card I'm going to choose for the spirit animals. And this is what the partners should do as a whole. Ooh, dear spirit, bring a gentle touch. So again, you know, since you both are going to be trying to help each other, since the divine masculine is trying to help the divine feminine is trying to help the divine masculine, be gentle with each other. Realize that he loves you while you love him, and she loves you while you love her. And so it's just, there's a lack of communication, there's a disconnect, but there's love in there. Even if you're bickering, even if you're fighting, even if you're ignoring each other for a few days, there is love within that type of behavior because of the fact that your union is sacred. So realize that, bring a gentle touch, be understanding, be compassionate, be an empath to your twin, embody the feeling that they're feeling, and help them move forward. That is what I have for you, my twin flames. Thank you so much for tuning in for another video. Again, more information on that giveaway is coming soon. I may potentially vlog a little bit of the trip that I'm going to be taking to Maryland. We'll see about that. Other than that, have a wonderful April 1st through the 15th, my wonderful twin flames. Love you guys.